sleep. Look at that view. I'm just getting rid of the rain, guys, before we start this episode. Ta-da! Stop. Rain. Thank you. Let's lock the day-night again. Wonderful. Oops. Hello there, George. Good day to you, sir. What? It's so fancy, isn't it? That's the voice that I hear whenever I look at him. I think of a very posh British voice. So I've done a very small amount of work. I've put around this giant circle around the ride just to sort of enclose it in, make it feel like it's its own sort of entity, if you like, its own ride, instead of just being in the middle of nowhere. I've filled it up with water. The grass is dying below it to dirt, which I think will be a nice block for the bottom here. And then what I've done is wherever the rail goes down onto the water level, I've just put blue wool on either side, and I think it looks pretty nice. I've also got hiccups, so until they go, I do apologise. It all still works, though. The ride still gets round all the way, even though we've got the blocks like either side of the minecart on the blue wool parts. But yeah, I'm very, very pleased. So I read the comments from last episode. You guys are very impressed with Jeffrey or Joffrey or whatever you want to call this octopus guy. Backwards. I like this backwards bit. That makes me so happy. And you thought that having some other sort of sea or like, I don't know, octopusy related-y sort of stuff around it, sea sort of related stuff around it would be a really good idea. The first one being was this area. I didn't really know what to put at this area. And then someone said something interesting. Someone said, why don't you build a clam? A clam that's like facing that way with its mouth slightly open, and then you run down the back of the clam. We could do that. I think we can do that. So I need clay. My voice. We need clay. I think, what colour clay should we use? That's a nice clay, I think, for like the clam colour. Yeah, let's go with this. And then for the clam, we're going to have to make him, I don't know what sort of size. Something like this for the bottom jaw. Or maybe, like this. I've never built a clam before. You know, I've built a lot of things in Minecraft in I don't know how many years. Oops. In how many years almost of playing Minecraft. It pretty much is, well, it's at least 3 years that I've been playing Minecraft for. I've never built a clam. I know, it's pretty insane, isn't it? You'd have thought that a clam would have been one of the first things. No, it's not. I don't think a clam is really going through anybody's head at all. Okay, so I'm going to fill up this water in the middle here. I know we'll have to redo that rail. That's no problem, because the rail's going to be all entirely redone anyway. Okay, and then here's the bottom of the clam's jaw. I'm hoping to completely finish this today. This whole ride. I'm planning to anyway. Oh no! It's washing away like 3 blocks. It's terrible news. We'll be fine. Okay. Like this, like this. And I was thinking about the bubble idea. You know, having bubbles around the clam. I'm still going to try it. But I'm expecting it not to be as good as what I've got in my head. You know, when you just think, you know what, this might not work as well as I think. And I've got a feeling about that. You know, about this clam and about the bubbles. I don't think either are going to look tremendously amazing. But until you build a clam, you don't know if it's going to be good or not, do you? So we're going to come up here. And then on this side, my dogs have seen someone. I don't know who it is. They'll be sorry if they come in. My dogs will have them. Get them, boys. Okay, and then we're going to go up here. And my dog that's laying in here with me is just looking out the window like, well, I sort of want to go, but I don't really want to go. He might do in a minute. I might have to let him out. Okay, I think we're getting a pretty good clam shape here. I'm going to take that one away. I know we're going to have to redo a lot of the rail anyway. So that's where the clam goes up. So I'm going to add another one up like this. I've got IBX Toy Cat calling me on Skype. Go away, Toy Cat. I'm busy at the minute. I shall call you back later. Like that. You know, it's not terrible. I can definitely sort of see a clam in it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, that's not bad. The more I look at it, the more I end up liking it. Okay, so we're going to leave that like that. And then I was thinking getting some red carpet as the inside of the clam. Because, you know, they've got like that tongue on the inside. And the tongue is what brings up all of the salt in the water. And then makes it into a pearl. And for the pearl, I was thinking of endstone or block of quartz looks good. Or endstone. Let's try one of each. Not that it's that much different. So there is quartz. There is endstone. I like quartz better. I think it makes a much more better looking pearl. Yeah. So there's a little clam. I like that. I like that clam. I'm also going to change this top a little bit as well. Something like that maybe? It's so close to being something, isn't it? Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's got a really nice top on it. In fact, I really like that. That's my first and best clam that I have ever built. Okay, so it didn't quite go to plan. I wanted the rails to actually run down his back. But that's not going to quite be possible. But it will still work how it was intended. I'm going to go here. Put that one down. And then put that down like that. To join up to there. And that should still 100% work. I can't see any problem with that clam. The next one that I want to build, or the next sort of object on this ride, is a jellyfish. I want to build a pink jellyfish. What other type of jellyfish are there apart from pink? None. Okay, you fall down here. Oh, it's very slow. But then you go again. Yeah, okay, it did make it. So it slows down a lot there. I'm not too bothered about that. As long as I don't have to push on the analog stick, I'm happy with how the ride goes. Okay, wonderful. So, jellyfish. We're going to need some pink, wool or with clay. Oh, I like the clay. I think I'm going to go with light pink and magenta for the legs. So, light pink for the body, magenta for the legs. And I'm going to do this one over here. And we're going to have to do it up in the air. So, let's do it there. And then we'll have the legs dangle down below it. Just a small jellyfish. It doesn't need to be anything huge. So I'm going to do 3 blocks on the side. 1 block on a diagonal. In a circle like this. I think that's pretty good. And then I'm going to go up another block around the whole thing. Let's get a splash potion. Hashtag splash me. And then we come around here. And I'm going to add 1 like this. All the way around to try and get a bit more of a rounder shape. On the top. Join these ones up. And then join these ones up like this. Yeah, like that maybe. And that's a pretty good jellyfish head. I think that's a pretty good jellyfish head. I might even come down another block. Oops, come down another block. And go around the outside. Just larger to make like a little lip of the jellyfish. Again, jellyfish is not something that I've built in Minecraft before. So if it doesn't look amazing, it's not because I'm a terrible builder. Well, it is. It's just because I haven't built one before. Maybe if I practiced jellyfish building, I would be able to do it. Yeah, that looks okay. And then if underneath it here, let's just bring down some leg locations. How many legs does a jellyfish have? I've never asked one before. Maybe I should ask a jellyfish in the future. How many legs do you have? Okay, and then obviously we want it to sort of wiggle down. Oops. Wiggle down slightly. It has to have this one a little bit straighter, but with a little wiggle at the bottom. Have this one wiggle down. I'm going to wiggle this one the same way. But we're going to make it one shorter, in fact. Like that. I don't want to get too close to the track, you see. That isn't going to look as good. I'm going to have this one come out this way. Like that. Yeah. And then this one. Whoops. Jellyfish, hey? I've had bad experiences with jellyfish before in real life. I went to the beach once, many years ago. And and I jumped straight into the water without thinking or looking. I just went in, Been to the beach many times, never had a problem. I thought, yeah, I'm just going to jump straight in. I'm going to put some eyes on him. And once I was in there, I realized it was like jellyfish season or something like that. And there was just jellyfish everywhere. And I'm talking literally, no joke, hundreds of jellyfish. Like, no exaggeration. There was hundreds of them all around me. And it scared me silly. I did not enjoy that at all. They've all got eyes on them. It's crazy. Okay, so as last few details, I'm going to get wool for this one because it's a little bit more pinker. You guys said build some coral. Like some different coloured coral. Like pink, greens, and things like that. And coral is sort of what fish like live in and stuff like that. So they're basically just really weird shapes. Really, really pretty. Like, if you look at real pictures of coral, they're very, very nice and pretty to look at. Yeah, exactly like that. That sort of thing. And maybe people are saying reeds as well. Now, that's a very interesting one. I never thought of using reeds. They were saying use reeds to look like seaweed, like little seaweed or little plankton. Something like that. I think that's a pretty good idea if we can pull it off. If we can make the seaweed or the reeds look good in the water. Something like this. And then something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe some other colours as well. Maybe like some red and some yellow. Let's go like crazy with it. Red and yellow. Yeah. And maybe a darker pink one like a purple. No. We've used purple on the main thing, haven't we? Alright, maybe like a light pink one then. Let's do the light pink one in the middle here. I like the sort of pattern of 3 that we've got going. Like that sort of design. I really do like that. I'm going to have this one come out like that. And then this one come up like... Oops. Come up like that. Yeah, that sort of pattern of 3 with like one of them broken up into 4. I think that's a pretty good design. I'm going to have this one going straight up at the middle. And then coming up here. I don't want it to end up looking like a cactus, so that would sort of take away the effect. Stupid cactus. Always ruining it. Like that. And then one more red one. Like here. And I think that's going to make, overall, a pretty good looking ride, I think. Let's go. This one come out here. Up there. That one goes straight up. This one come like up here. And then split up into 2 on a diagonal. Like that. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at that. Yeah, you know what? That's looking like a really well-rounded ride now, I think. I think that's looking good. I'm going to try the bubbles. I'm going to try a glass one. And I'm going to try an... Oops. And I'm going to try an ice one as well. Mind you, clay might look good. But I think a glass would be our first choice. And maybe even just put some ice ones in there just to look a little bit different. I don't know. So the way I'm going to make these bubbles is we're going to start off with a 2x2 square at the bottom. And then you're going to put another 2x square on top of that. And go around the sides. Like this. So basically you're going to have a 2x2 square on all sides. On all 4 sides, the top and the bottom. So you end up with like a bubble like that. Yeah, I really like that. That does look like a bubble. You can't see it too well, but you know it's there. And we could do some of different sizes as well. Let's just see what an ice one looks like. I think I really like the ice one, the glass one. But you never know. Maybe we'll build the ice one and go, yeah, that looks even better. I don't think so yet, but give it a chance. Okay, like this. They're very quick and easy to build as well, these bubbles. Of that size, at least. You know, I do like them both. Maybe we do a bit of both in then. Maybe we do. Maybe that wouldn't be such a bad idea. Yeah, let's do another ice one down here. I don't know how close I want them to be to each other. Yeah, in fact, this is a really easy way to build it. Start off with the 2x2 cube. And then put 2 on top, 2 on the bottom, and then a 2x2 on each side, like this. That's a pretty easy way if you guys didn't quite understand how to build them. Not that you shouldn't not be able to. They're pretty simple. Now I don't want too many of these, but I do want them sitting at like different coords. But we don't want to go crazy with it. If you go crazy with it and you get too many, I think it's going to cast too many shadows down below, and it's going to take away the effect. Okay, like this. Oops, didn't need that one in there in the end. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to just build a few more of it. Nah, let's stay together. We've got time. Yeah. I like that. Maybe 3 on that side and 3 on this side. But no more, no less. Yeah, I think 3 on each side would be good. Let's have 1 over here and maybe up a little bit. Knock this away. And, yeah, put that like this. Why does ice and glass have the same sound? I'm not sure if I like that. I think glass should have a more shattering sound. And ice should have, like... I don't know, ice doesn't make that sound when you break it, does it? In fact, I don't think ice does have a sound at all when you break it. I've never really concentrated on the sound of when ice breaks, but I don't think it's that much of a crash. I know glass does it. I think everybody's dropped a glass cup before when they're not supposed to. Not that you're ever supposed to drop a glass cup, but you know, you drop it and you hear the sound, and it makes you like curl up. It's like, ugh, don't like that sound of glass cracking. You know, glass smashing. Not a very good sound. There we go. Yeah, so 3 on each side. Do we need any smaller ones? I don't think so. Maybe let's try it. What I was just thinking was just some singular blocks, like out on their own, out the way of the other ones. So like 1 there, and then like 1 maybe up here. This is just what I was thinking. You know, I like it. I'm afraid to say, but I really do like it. And I'm going to put 1 glass one over here. Like this. Yeah, I do like it. So I've got 2 glass bubbles and 1 ice bubble. 2 ice little ones and 1 glass little one. Which means on this side we need 2 glass little bubbles and 1 ice little bubble. So let's have this one here. Oops, I broke an ice bit. Good spot. And then we'll have another glass one over here. And I think this is pretty much the ride complete. And then this one we'll have up there. Like that. How does that look? Yeah, I like that. I think that looks like a really well-rounded, finished off ride. We just need to have some sort of entrance in here. So to do that, what colour do we use? Like a pink? I think a pink is a pretty good colour for a sort of entrance into the ride. I'm just going to put the bridge down on sort of the water level. And out to here. Bring it out a little bit further. And then whenever we get the road in, we'll then be able to put like a little staircase up to it. And then maybe rails on either side. Just to hold people in so they don't fall off. Like that. Yeah. That works out quite well. I like the look of that. Maybe a colour on either side, or maybe just a darker pink down the middle. Like that. Oops. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, I do actually have inspiration because of this, and because of a couple of comments that people have asked. I have actually got some inspiration for our next ride. It's another water-based ride, but people have been saying maybe an abandoned ship, like a sunken ship. And I was thinking about how to do it, but I think I'm getting some ideas together, so I think we're going to do that next episode, possibly. I know it's another water one, but while you're inspired, you might as well. It was a... I thought we stopped for some reason, so I got out, and it was just the autosave. Alright, let's ride it one more time, and we shall do the outro. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We'll see you in the next episode. I like this ride. Bye! Hi, Clam!